Today's training is called The Ancient Art of Manifestation because we're at the beginning of the soul light era. Okay, the soul light era is soul over matter. It's the key for every aspect of life right now. And I hope you have a journal and you can jot some things down that really resonate with you and really connect with your heart and soul. We have moved far, far beyond mind over matter, right? Which was really heavily emphasized in mainstream previously. Literally how I was trained, 17 years ago when I first learned about mind over matter, manifestation, all of those conversations in mainstream was really simply mind over matter. And yes, things shifted. Yes, things worked. However, it didn't last. Right? It kind of like shows up and then disappears. I manifested all these things that I wanted and it kind of disappeared within like a year or two. I wasn't able to hold the manifestation. The energy, frequency, and vibration, I wasn't at a match completely. My mind was, but that's just one element of manifestation. That's just one dimension of your existence. So this shift from mind over matter to soul over matter, it really began, just recently. So many of you have felt this shift deeply and beginning to allow your heart and soul to lead you. And that means everything and everyone carries a soul. A soul is like information, quantum information. And that means your finances have a soul, your business has a soul, your home has a soul, your car has a soul. All the relationships that you have, there's a soul. There's a soul connection too. So we're talking about your quantum field right now. We're talking about all of the things and beings and information, quantum information in your field between us and these souls, right? Between you and your finances, between you and your career, between you and your soul purpose, your soul mission, your soul, let's even as simply as you and your car, or if you don't have a car, a bicycle, or the transportation, whatever it is, there's everything and everyone has quantum information. Whether it's an inanimate object or it's actually a living, breathing soul. A living, breathing being. Everything in the universe carries quantum information. We're going to go deep into this, so don't worry, just get your notepad. So our soul carries infinite lifetimes of information within it. Infinite lifetimes of information, okay? Which means so do the souls we're in relationship to, right? So clearing the negative information at the soul level is a powerful quantum practice and can literally transform whatever area you've felt challenged in. So, you can take a few moments now to just kind of write whatever channels through, whatever comes to top of mind. What are the areas that you're challenged in, like any area that's like frustrating you, and looking at is it a relationship with somebody? Is it a toxic relationship? Is it your career? Is it your business? Is it friendships? Is it a lover? Whatever it is, or maybe a lack of a lover, whatever that area is for you that's been really frustrating you. Is it an ex-lover? Okay, those are real. That's real. I work with a lot of women that have different challenges in different areas. And so, I've worked with hundreds of women and seen miraculous healings, including in my own life, and transformations in business, health, relationships, family, and so much more. I mean, life is not just your business, health, and relationships and family, right? There's your connection with yourself, your connection with your own self, your own soul's message. What are you here for? It's not a coincidence that you have decided to be on planet Earth at this exact time. No, coincidences don't exist. Everything is quantumly aligned, meaning there's always the universal laws that have everything in place, right? Laws of cause and effect, laws of polarity, laws of duality, laws of karma, laws of universal laws. There's so many that we could sit here all day. But the point that I'm making is it's all a perfect mathematical equation, and we can talk more about that. But I just want you to kind of take note of what are the areas in your reality that have been challenging and you'd like to transform. So before you start to manifest or consciously call in anything, like I did for, my goodness, 10 years at least, more than that, going nuts, manifesting things and experiencing them, like luxury experiences and six-figure business. I manifested a whole bunch of things using my mind and the manifestation techniques that we were taught, and everything just disappeared until I discovered this. So before you start to manifest anything and call it into your reality, check in with your heart and soul to see what's already in your quantum field, what's already in the field, what's already in your mind about it. What's that chatter that you hear about it all the time? Or maybe repetitively, or maybe you block it out and then you don't think about it on purpose. Because when you think about it, it's just like, whoa, 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 all the things showing up in your mind, in your conversations, or in your heart. Maybe it's not in your mind. Maybe it's just like a deep pain that in your heart that you're just like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. How many times have I seen that over and over and over again? I mean, we're human, right? So feel into the information at the soul level, at the heart level. Is it positive information or negative information, right? Everything in the universe is positively charged, neutrally charged, or negatively charged. It's very simple, right? So I'm going to talk about my beloved teacher, one of my beloved teachers, Master Zhigong Sha. He's also a doctor of Western and Eastern medicine, okay? And quantum physicist Dr. Rulin combined their knowledge and wisdom and wrote the book Tao Science, okay? Tao Science, which explains the universal law of Shen, Qi, Jing. I'm going to share my screen and show you some visuals so that you can really get what I'm sharing here, but just bear with me. First. So I just really want to speak to you where you're present and you're not, busy thinking, so that you can really receive this transmission. So the law of Shen, Qi, Jing, and the law of karma, which I'm going to share with you today and go deeper. So Tao Science, Tao is oneness. It has many meanings, but ultimately it's oneness, that everything and everyone is connected and we are all entangled. We are all connected. And your soul path, your unique soul journey is the way, right? That is your way. That is the way. And so Tao Science is the science of creation and manifestation. And it integrates profound Tao wisdom with quantum physics. So we're really seeing, a lot of ancient spiritual information that people kind of didn't, we understood, but we didn't really have evidence and mathematical equations for until now. So everything is kind of connecting and colliding. All timelines are colliding, which is what I said last week. They're all connecting and kind of collapsing into one timeline, which is your highest alignment. So the law of Shen Qi Jing addresses the fundamental question of what everyone and everything is made of, right? Like, what is the fabric of reality? I've been asking this question to myself for many, many years. I kind of nerded out, geeked out when I was younger, and it led me here, and I'm not surprised, right? So this universal law teaches us that everyone and everything are made of Shen Qi Jing. And I'm going to tell you what that is, so don't worry. So Jing it's Mandarin, of course, because this is Tao. So Jing is matter, physical matter, right? Jing, which is the physical reality that we see, that we observe, we can touch it, we can feel it. Qi, we've heard many times, Qi is energy, which is obvious. Your ability to take action, right? Qi is the energy. Do you have the ability to take action, to move forward on the things that you say you want, the things that your heart really desires? Or what is the energy that you're feeling? Is it anxiety? Is it anxious? Is it, is it intense? Or is it light? Is it free? Is it free flowing? Is there stagnant energy, right? So it's all these different questions. Qi is the ability to do work, to take action. Shen includes three things. Shen includes soul, includes heart and includes mind. Okay, so we're going to discuss this deeper. I'm going to show you a graphic. You're going to see it all and it'll click. So don't worry, just hang in there. When we discuss soul, we're talking about quantum information. Okay, information in the quantum field. Heart is resonant frequency. It's kind of like a spiritual heart, right? The receiver. It receives everything. Your heart receives everything. But everything and everyone carries this resonance. What is it resonating with, right? You've heard that many times. Are you resonating or not? Soul, I'm just going to recap. Soul, we're talking about quantum information in the universe. Heart is resonant frequency. And mind, of course, is consciousness. So understanding the law of Shen Qi Jing empowers us. This is a universal law of Shen Qi Jing connecting quantum physics with ancient Tao wisdom. And it basically empowers us to gain a deeper and better understanding of ourselves, of everyone and everything, and the greater purpose of our lives. Like, why are we here? What is this? What is this reality? How do we navigate this and actually align ourselves with our greatest potential? You know, it teaches us our higher powers and how to use our powers to uplift and transform every aspect of our lives, right? That's what we want. So the law of karma, okay, now we're switching. That was the universal law of Shen Qi Jing. Now we're moving to the law of karma. This is a universal law, mathematically shown, mathematically proven in the field, in the universe, by quantum physics. The law of karma reveals scientifically how our current reality is affected by our past actions, behaviors, thoughts, speech, and how our current actions create our future reality. Okay, it shows us the root cause of everything. The law of karma empowers us to heal, to transform every aspect of our lives and become a more powerful creator and manifester. Okay, now take a moment and just realize, you know, we are energy. We're not just, some of you already know that, but follow me here. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. You've never ceased to exist. We've never ceased to exist. There's an aspect of our being that is infinite, that is eternal, that has always and will always exist with source, with divine, with you, the universe, whatever word resonates with your beautiful heart. It does not matter. It's all the same. So, you know, it's really about realizing that your soul carries information beyond this realm, beyond this 3D reality. And your heart carries a message beyond this realm, beyond this reality. And you came here with that information for a purpose, a very clear purpose. Might not seem clear to everyone. That's okay. Mine wasn't. I was lost and confused. Oh my God, the number one word of my life was confusion for so many years, you know? So, you know, I was struggling to understand why was everything so unstable? Why was, you know, my health, my finances, my relationships, goodness gracious, up and down, high highs, low lows, like just insanely like all over the place, chaotic. And I was really struggling for years until I discovered this and started, you know, clearing the karma, clearing literally the Akashic records. Like this is what we're doing. So the measure, okay, now we're going to get a little scientific. Just hang on. Okay, take a deep breath. So quantum physics, the law of karma, can measure negative quantum information in the body, but also in the field around you, in companies, in relationships, in anything. It doesn't matter, in businesses, whatever. And the way that it's measured is it's something called entropy. E-N-T-R-O-P-Y, entropy. The measure of entropy is the measure of negative quantum information. And what does that look like? Like if you were to just like zoom in on a really powerful microscope, you would basically see like the atoms in the field. Let's just take a toxic relationship, for example. There's you, there's the other soul, okay, there's your soul, there's that soul, and then there's information exchanging, even if you're not talking, okay? You don't have to be in the same room, you don't have to be in the same country, but there's quantum information exchanging no matter what. And you would literally see like chaos. What do I mean by that? I mean like the atoms are just like sporadic. They're kind of moving out all over the place. There's no harmony. There's disharmony. There's separation, meaning the information and everything is just separating. The souls are separating. There's disorder. There's disconnection. There's chaos in the field. And so you can apply this, what I'm sharing here to those areas that you were challenged with, that you wrote down. Maybe there was a few areas you're like, I'm really challenged maybe with my weight loss or my weight gain, whatever it is, health, or maybe it's just your health. Maybe it's your mental health. Maybe it's, relationships. Maybe it's something else. Either way, you can measure it scientifically now, and this is the law of karma. So if there's chaos, if there's disharmony, separation, disorder, and disconnection, okay? Now, the opposite is true. We didn't just come here with negative information. We came here with a lot of positive information. And you can take a look at your life and see there's a measure of positive information. You can see in the areas where it's easy, where it's maybe there's relationships that there's harmony, connection, alignment. Maybe it's a company where there's a lot of organization, if there's order. It's easy to move through that company and like get what you need, whatever it is. We can feel this in a healthy body, in healthy relationships, in healthy businesses, but most importantly, in a healthy relationship to ourselves and our own soul. So I'm going to share my screen now, and then I'm going to offer a Tao blessing at the end. Here we go. So, the universe lives within you, okay? Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration. And studies show that everything is connected to the universe, in the universe, through quantum entanglement experiments, which we were kind of just talking about. That means when you close your eyes and go within, we can discover the entire universe and connect to infinite intelligence and information. Okay, so there's a quantum physicist, Nassim Haramein. He won a Nobel Prize. He discovered that there's literally the blueprint of the entire universe. The blueprint, that means the information, the quantum information of the entire universe within every atom. Every atom. I was so happy when I discovered this, when I saw this, because it just made my spiritual practice 10 million times more powerful, right? Like, imagine, just take a moment, imagine every atom of your body, okay? This is every atom of the universe, but that includes your body, carries the blueprint of the entire universe. That's why they say we live in a holographic universe, right? That's what they're talking about, because every atom has the power and the information within it of the entire. So stars, planets, galaxies, universes are all inside of you, okay? So this is the law of Shen Qi Jing, and you can see the law of karma in here too, okay? I'm gonna explain it for you. So remember, we talked about this. Shen is soul, heart, and mind. Just stay at the top here. Soul is also known as spirit, whatever word you use, is the warehouse of information, right? So remember I said that you have been collecting information for lifetimes. You have lifetimes of wisdom, energy, information, power, all of that. But also negative, you can see on this chart, negative information and positive information. We have many lifetimes of negative information and positive information channeling through us all the time. And we're going to talk more about this. So soul is the warehouse of information. It's where all your gifts, powers, but also karma is carried, right? So heart is the core of life, right? So this is the receiver of information. Your heart, we can just think of your own heart for now, is the receiver of all information. And then your mind is the consciousness. So the soul sends information to the heart. The heart sends information to the mind, the processor of information. And the processor sends information. The mind sends information to your energy body, right? Your emotional body, your energetic body. And that determines whether you have high energy, low energy, anxious energy, depressed energy, whatever the case may be. And so you can see the flow of manifestation in this diagram. You can see the flow of, positive information literally flowing into your reality, or negative information flowing in and manifesting at the physical realm. But a lot of us have been taught, oh, mind over matter, right? So, but what I'm saying is, no, it's far more than mind over matter. Master Sha is teaching us there's so much more to mind than mind over matter. There's your heart over matter. There's your soul over matter. And now we've the golden light era, the Aquarian age, right? Whatever you like to call it, the soul light era. It is your time for soul over matter, meaning if you want something to manifest, if you want something to come to fruition, you must go to the root, which is your soul. The soul is the boss. If you're having a great time in reality or not, your soul is running the show. And that is what is coming to reality now. That is what the message is very clear, because people that are awakening and then clearing the negative information in their soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter are literally aligning with their highest potential. And that is what we're talking about here. So this is just another diagram of showing you how this process works. Soul, heart, mind, energy, matter. Okay, soul sends information to your heart. Sometimes you feel things and you're like, what is this feeling? Oh my gosh, why am I feeling this? Where did this come from, right? Like all the feelings. It's like, oh, it doesn't feel great. Somebody said to me, turmoil, like it feels like turmoil, like what, ugh. And then your heart is sending that information to your mind to try and process it, to try and understand it, to try and compartmentalize it, to try and resolve it, to try and fix it. And the mind, which is the consciousness, your consciousness, sends that information to your energetic body, your energy. And that is either, like I said, giving you energy to do things or not to do things, or to go this place or not to go to that place, to connect with this person or to not connect with that person, whatever it is, to start that business or not to start that business, right? And then the energetic body is sending it to physical matter in your body. And that is just your body we're talking about right now. You can relate this exact same diagram and frame and information to your entire reality, to all those areas that we just talked about. Okay, so let's say you want to start a business. You got to connect to the soul of the business, the heart of the business, the consciousness of that business, the energy of that business, which the energy would be like the service. Like, what is it? How does it want to serve humanity? What is it here for? And then the physical matter, which is obviously, the things in physical reality that you would do. And that is like the fastest way I could describe it. Okay, so these practices that we're talking about, Tao soul healing practices, are one of the most powerful things I've ever seen. And if you're dealing with blockages, then a lot of times we feel like this. I know I did. Okay, this list is like stuff that I went through. So, and every queen that I pretty much have ever worked with. So lack of energy, lack of stamina, vitality, immunity, confusion, emotional imbalances, sometimes anger or frustration, depression, anxiety, worry, fear, guilt. These are symptoms of karma. That's why I'm showing you. This is just symptoms of negative information, right? Negative quantum information channeling through the soul, heart, mind, energy, and body. Physical body illnesses, sometimes pain, a lot of pain or inflammation, dis-ease, right? Disease, relationship blockages, financial blockages, you name it. That's pretty much how we can see, like, okay, there's some negative information in the field and in the body we need to transform. How can we heal from ancestral fear or pain, trauma, connect to our ancestral wisdom? So remember I mentioned one of my dear beloved teachers that have trained me. I trained with some of his Tao master teachers, and we learned Tao soul healing. These are one of the most powerful things that I've ever seen. Tao means oneness. Like I said, your soul carries infinite wisdom, infinite information. Dr. and Master Zhigong Shao. And he's literally been blessed with the ability to break all of I'm just going to go back for a second, to, these practices, 5,000-year-old practices, more, plus, like, they're ancient practices. And he was the first one that was what is the word I'm looking for? when you're like anointed, yeah, like kind of like that, like anointed to take it to the public because they had never done that before. Everything was coveted, everything was shared only if you were a Tao master teacher. You know how it's passed down lineage by lineage by lineage, and that was it. And about 30 years ago, when all the stuff on this planet kind of got intense. So I'm speaking to you because I know that it's getting intense. I know things are intense right now, and it's probably been intense for a little bit. Ups and downs, lefts, rights, whatever. And this is why we're here. This is why we're doing this, because of all of the intensity on the planet. Why did I become a Tao Soul practitioner? Why did Master Sha, train Tao practitioners? Because of what's happening on the planet, to spread the light, to spread healing, humility, but also oneness, to spread oneness and the power of your soul, so that you can remember that you are powerful beyond measure, but you have to harness it. It's not that you can just say a bunch of affirmations and visualize your future and everything's going to be hunky-dory. That's old paradigm. So soul is information. Remember, we talked about that. Quantum information. Everything has a soul because everything is information in the universe. Energy, frequency, vibration, okay? Your soul is your light being. It's your light being. Soul is all the information collected and created from all your lifetimes, and it carries your infinite wisdom, okay? So if your heart and soul is resonating with what I'm sharing, it's because you're feeling my soul. Like, let's be honest, my soul has come here with a mission. I know I'm very clear about that. And when I speak, I invoke that mission. I invoke my soul and my soul power. So if you're resonating, chances are you resonate with my soul as well. So we're basically teaching us he's basically teaching us how to self-clear negative karma through soul healing, how to go into your soul carries the Akashic record information. We're transforming that negative records of information. And the best way to do that is to be of service to yourself unconditionally first, and put yourself first. I know that's really hard for my mothers out there, but don't worry, I've worked with them as well, many of them. And it's very possible. In fact, very doable. And I've seen it over and over. So to offer service, okay, is to really bring love, peace, and harmony to yourself, right? Remember, we talked about positive karma, positive information to your family, to your loved ones, to humanity, to Mother Earth, through some simple practices. So this is the Tao practice formula. You combine it into one quantum experience. So that means, remember, you exist in multiple dimensions. You exist in the soul realm, in the heart realm, in the energetic realm, in the consciousness realm, in the physical realm. There's many other realms, but those are your powers. You have powers in those realms. You have soul power, which you can see here. Soul power. You have soul power. You have body power. You have mind power. You have sound power. Okay? Soul power is your ability to connect to all high frequency light beings, energies, and frequencies, to higher realms. Your body power is where you put your hands, where you receive the healing. So if you're able to channel information, you're able to channel light, channel positive information. Mind power is your ability to visualize golden light radiating in your body. That's just one example. But your mind power is really your ability to visualize anything. You can visualize anything. So think about the types of things that you visualize during the day. Are you visualizing fear, or are you visualizing like your future and you being healed and everything being in harmony, right? That's just one example. But when we're talking about a quantum experience right now, we're talking about soul healing. You have powers to quantum healing, powers to self-heal and transform. So we activate your soul power, your body power, your mind power, and your sound power. Sound power. The entire universe came to being through sound, right? So sound power is what you chant is what you become. So we activate this all in one experience, and that creates a quantum effect. Okay, literally impacts your entire soul, heart, mind, energy, body, in your body, but also in your field, in your home, and with beyond time and space. This is not just your home, beyond time and space. Okay, that's what we're doing here, because all of these powers that you already have are beyond time and space, right? Your mind can visualize anything. Your sound power literally ripples out to the ends of the universe and comes right back to you. Like that's your soul power is going into higher dimensions, and your body power is your ability to literally channel light. And so this is not something that you need to figure out or like learn how to do. Yes, you need to learn how to do the formula for sure, but you already have these powers. We just need to activate them and turn them on. So just take a deep breath. Okay, so when we clear, when we connect back to oneness, when we bring all of us back into oneness, all of the aspects of us, all of our lifetimes of us, all of our, inner child, all the different ages of us, the past, the present, the future, when we bring all of that into oneness, it literally activates our spiritual channels, okay? You have your Tao channel, which is, we call the Tao channel, which is simply your spiritual channel. It carries oneness, frequency, and vibration. It carries oneness, love, forgiveness, compassion, light. The secret path to heal the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical bodies is through your channels, your spiritual channels. So, this is really your sacred temple. It's within you. And I see constantly, oh my God, constantly I see women, taking actions out here and like just fighting and fighting literally like kung fu out here in reality, when really it's all happening inside of you. So you want to do Tai Chi instead, with your reality, with the physical realm. We teach you how to do Tai Chi instead of fighting with reality and fighting with the physical realm, because this is just a reflection of what's really going on inside. And at a much higher, understanding. So this is also where you activate your superpowers. So all the clairs, right? Clairvoyance, claircognizant, all of those things, they come from this channel. And honestly, I never had any of those abilities until I started doing this. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing visions and hearing voices, and not in a weird, creepy way or anything, actually in a beautiful way, but like receiving messages and guidance and all of those beautiful, abilities that people talk about. Psychic abilities definitely got activated too. And it's, life is not about, oh, let's get some cool super abilities. Like, that's not what this is about. It just makes it easier to kind of navigate the physical realm, right? And also activates you into your soul purpose. Okay. Major energy centers in the body for grounding. So why am I talking about grounding? Grounding is one of the most important things, pieces, foundational teachings and understandings when it comes to, oh my God, everything. But like soul, your soul, activating your soul, connecting to your soul, clearing karma and blockages, and what else? Energy. Oh my God, energy. So sometimes I meet not all the time, but sometimes I talk to healers, and they're so, or they don't even need to be healers. There are a lot of women that have no idea that they are healers, when they meet me, and they're so frazzled, all the energy's up here, right? They're so anxious or high strung, or like just they can't focus. It's really hard to focus, and it's only because the energy is all up here in the higher chakras. And so grounding is the most important aspect of this, and so that's why I'm going to show you some of the major energy centers in the body for grounding. So this is called the Hui Yin acupuncture point. You can see where it is. It's also known as the perineal, right? Perineal, I believe, muscles. So it's located in the first soul house, which just means your root chakra, right? This is where it's very connected to your root chakra. This is connected to, it's like an energetic pump. If you've ever done Kegel exercises, you can literally pump this area and feel the connection all the way through Mother Earth, but all the way up to the crown of your head, that pump. And so it helps you develop confidence, stability, in your reality. It's very important for healing sickness. You're activating your sexual power. And it also sends energy to all parts of the body, right? So again, connected to life force. And Hui means accumulation, Yin means message and energy. And Yin. So this is a very, very important acupuncture point to just connect with, clear any blockages connected to it, for multiple reasons. Okay, lower dantian. This is the womb space. Lower dantian simply means elixir field, but it's just a major foundational energy center. Okay, what I'm showing you are energy centers in your body that are super, super important to connect to transform any blockages, to harness the power of. Okay, that's like why I'm showing you this. So this one's located in the second soul house, which is your sacral. Okay, 1.5 soon is, it basically is like this part of your thumb. It's a very ancient measurement. It's not necessarily the most important piece of this, but it's in your, next to your navel, just below, and then inside the body. So this is the center for immunity. This is probably one of the most important out of the ones I'm going to show you, and it's a center for immunity, okay, vitality, energy, rejuvenation, also connected to your finances, and it's connected to, of course, losing weight, because I know a lot of women care about that. Okay, so Kundalini, this is the Mingmen acupuncture point. So this is in the lower back, and it's directly behind the navel. So to find it, you can just go, where's your belly button, and just go straight to the back. That's how you find it. So this area is important to develop because it nourishes your brain, okay? Your brain and your third eye, as well as your kidneys. So if you're having any like anxiety or fear or things like that, it's very important to work on this area. So it balances the fire and the water elements, and it's a sacred powerhouse for developing courage, strength, persistence to overcome challenges. So not giving up, on yourself, on your reality, on your path. Okay, the message center. So this is obviously a very, very, very important energy center, just like the womb space, the lower dantian we talked about. So this is located in the fourth soul house, which is, of course, the heart center, the heart chakra. The message center, it's literally the most important because it's the store, the warehouse of healing, rejuvenation, forgiveness, karma, emotions, life transformation, soul enlightenment, like all of the things, healing anxiety, depression in the emotional body. And it helps, this is where you connect to your divine team, so your spiritual guides, your the Tao, which is the highest realm. It's just you could use a different word if it resonates better for you, that's fine, but the way that we connect with the Tao is like the highest realm, creator of all that is, the highest realm of divine. So, and all your spiritual team, like I said, your fathers and mothers that guide you. So of course, this heart chakra, the heart center, is, of course, connected to your self-expression and speaking truth, right? People tell me all day, like, oh, I could never go on live like you and do this like the way you do. And I'm like, you think I was always like this? Like, no, I was definitely not always like this. If you saw me when I was a little kid, I was always hiding behind my mother. I was always like grabbing onto her leg, like fearful and scared for my life, and I have no idea why. And so I knew that was like, lifetimes of just fear in my body that I needed to clear. And I could not speak up. I could not, I was never the one that raised my hand. That is not, so you do not need to be born with these abilities to communicate and self-express and speak your truth in order to step into your power and to really share your soul's message, okay, with love, peace, and harmony. And I'm going to emphasize that because there's a lot of people speaking their soul message with anger and frustration and resentment, and that just creates more disharmony in the universe, more, remember we talked about this, more entropy, right? More negative karma. And look at the planet. The planet is literally going through a transformation of negative information, clearing it, transforming it. We're doing our best as humanity, but there is a lot of people speaking their truth, and it's not necessarily bringing positive information to humanity. So that is it for the slides. I'm going to offer a Tao blessing. So change is inevitable, okay? This is one of my favorite quotes. Change is inevitable. Life is always changing, but transformation is by conscious choice. I'm going to offer a Tao blessing, transmission of light. So to help you process everything we just received, everything we just went through, But more importantly, to also receive, make a request. What would you like to receive? What is it that you want your heart and soul to clear or to understand? Or maybe it's clarity, maybe it's just something you would desire. Just make a request. Say, yes, I would like to receive this. And take some deep breaths in and out, really grounding into your body, closing your eyes. Take the deepest breath that you've taken today into your lower abdomen. Breathe deeply. Good. I'm going to do an invocation, and I want you to just focus on the sound transmission and just receive the light of the message, okay? And don't worry about what that means. It doesn't mean anything. I don't want your mind here. We really want you to open your heart, okay? Imagine your whole heart chakra is just opening, and you're just breathing in light from the field around you. Continue to breathe deeply. And if the sound cuts out, that's not a bad thing. It just means that the frequency and vibration is much too high for this, for the technology. So it'll come back. So don't just stay and trust that you're receiving exactly what you're meant to receive. Dear Divine Tao Source, creator of all that is, dear all of our divine spiritual teams, all of our spiritual fathers and mothers, and the infinite stars, planets, galaxies, and universes within every atom of our being. We love you, we honor you, we appreciate you deeply. Thank you for surrounding us with your love and light. Thank you for flowing through us with your divine power. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making a request if you haven't already. Dear my Tao hands and all my Tao light treasures, please activate, please radiate, including the Da'ai golden light ball and golden liquid spring. Please bless all the souls here live and on the recording that have said yes to receiving this as appropriate for their request. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings start. Hey ya 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 na na hey ya whoa hey ya oh ya ya na na hey ya whoa see ya na oh ya na Shanaya hey ya na hey ya Siana hey ya. Bring your hand to your heart and repeat after me. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Take a deep breath in and out. Receive, receive, receive. And take your time. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and just wiggle around, move around, and receive it in your body. Drink lots of water. This was a very powerful session. And of course, we're here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to learn more about how I teach women this, if you want to go deeper with me, just message me. There's a link above. Message me with the word rise, okay? Rise. And I will know that you want to learn more and you want to go deeper, okay? I love you, I honor you, and I deeply respect and appreciate your soul journey.